In today's Trophy Kids, we got a great show for you. We've got a couple NFL storylines we're covering. We have the British Open that just happened this weekend, and we have our best big board set movie yet, our favorite sports movies. We wrap it all up with some good final thoughts, so let's go.
And welcome to Trophy Kids, presented by Bad News Media. It is July 24th, and we are officially 1 week away from having a football game until 2020. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well. Thank goodness you said that, because there's nothing going on.
Oh, dude, this is the dead zone, the upside down world. If you're a Stranger Things fan, it is absolute darkness and pity. I mean, there isn't a damn thing going on in the sports world right now.
It is so boring. So boring. I decided. I wish that I still pay for cable. I know people are probably listening to this thinking like, who pays for cable? But I do.
I do as well.
Yeah,
I do as well.
I wish I could just forego the month of July. Like, can I just not pay my $120 this month because I'm not using it? Because all I'm doing is watching Netflix, HBO Go, Hulu, all that stuff. I wish I could just opt out of July in my cable bill.
Dude, it is so true. I mean, this honestly might be the worst week in the year and definitely one of the worst months. I mean, there ain't anything going on unless the Summer Olympics are going on, which is every 4 years, and even those I feel like are in August. I don't know exactly. You can look that up, but yeah, there ain't anything going on. It is a dead zone, a dead period. Also, it's summer, which to be honest just sucks. I'm probably gonna start sweating, as you'll see in the video stream. It is hot as fuck out. Like, I am over summer. It is honestly the worst season right now for me.
Oh, summer is the worst. I actually didn't know it was still hot where you are. Believe it or not, yesterday on my commute home from work, 101. That's been like the standard for like the past week. Today on my commute home, a cool 67. It was beautiful.
We're about 86, I think, when we're driving home today. So not terrible, but still.
It's hot.
Yeah, I'm on the second floor. It gets a little hot in here.
Oh, yeah, summer's an awful season. So
yeah, it's the worst. I mean, once you graduate from school, it's the worst. It's hot as hell. You don't really have like any time off to really enjoy it. I mean, the only thing it's good for are beach trips and pool trips, and that's about it. You get what, like a week maybe of summer vacation, unless you have like a crazy PTO package. Like, it's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
There's no sports going on.
You go on your lunch break at work, you're sweating. You're like, oh, I got to go back in the office now. I'm sweating. It's terrible.
Dude, I stepped outside. I went to a bachelor party this weekend. Got a terrible sunburn. Absolutely the worst. Another terrible part of summer. But, dude, the moment you stepped out of the place, we were down in Myrtle, my sunglasses immediately fogged up. I was like, oh, this is just straight garbage. Get me to fall or spring. Or winter, honestly. I'll take it over this at this point.
Agreed. Yep. Bring on the fall. Yep. Winter. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. But as we alluded to in the intro right there, we do have football coming back. The first training camp game, it's not a meaningful game, but it is next week. This is the last week we have to bear this. Shout out to Netflix, too, for them realizing that there are football junkies out there. This week they released Last Chance U. I saw that immediately. I was like, oh, fantastic. Thank you. Like, we're all over here just tweaking out for some football. And they're like, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll just line it up in that 1 week right before training camp to get them right in the mood.
Get them right in the mood. Just see the craziest coach on the face of the planet. JB, just out of his ever-loving fucking mind. He's so nuts. I think he means well. I honestly think he means well for his players, but he's just such a nut job and such like an egomaniac that he's just out of his mind.
I feel like if you're coaching that level of football, I feel like they're all just out of their mind. Like, what was I can't remember the coach from the first season, but he was also crazy the first 2 seasons.
Oh, so nuts. Oh my God, he's crazy.
Yeah, you're coaching community level football. It's not a premier destination. Not going to find a lot of diamonds in the rough, I don't think, down there.
Exactly, especially attitude.
Yes, that's more what I'm talking about. Attitude-wise, they do get those kids to the next level. That is for sure. But attitude-wise, not the best. But as we alluded to, football is back. Got a couple football stories in the news. Mark Sanchez, Mr. Butt Fumble himself, has called it out of retirement. He rode in right on that perfect wave. If you were a USC quarterback, you were just riding the curtails of being a USC quarterback. Because really, after Carson Palmer, it's been a bunch of duds coming out of USC. He obviously has the famous butt fumble. Yep. He was on that Jets train that was so hyped with Rex Ryan. Hell of a great defense. Thought you were going to put it together. Overwhelmingly kind of an underwhelming career, but still enjoyed the butt fumble play there, Mark.
Yeah, Butt Fumble play was great. I also think it's great. It was an honor to watch him play for the Redskins this year.
That's true.
He wrapped it up with the Skins, very fitting. But yeah, I agree with you. He definitely had like a very fortunate career in college, and he had a very fortunate early pro career that I think extended his pro career because I never actually thought he was very good.
No.
He never would win games for the Jets, even when they were good. It wasn't because of him, really. I mean, he wouldn't necessarily lose games, but once things started going bad in New York, Mark Sanchez, he kind of got exposed for the very, in my opinion, kind of below average quarterback that he was.
Yeah, he had short, brief plays here and there where you're like, oh
Yeah.
man, that could be a quarterback if you put it together. But overall, you're right that he got carried by having really crazy assets around him defensively and offensively. Had some good assets there.
He did.
So he very much helped from that aspect. Like I said, rode the curtails of kind of that really kind of when USC actually was somewhat relevant and was producing some good players and rode that hype train that USC quarterbacks were actually good. I think that kind of mystique has worn off a little bit over the years, ever since Carson Palmer. But yeah, Mark Sanchez calling it quits today, actually. So great timing. Gives us something to talk about in the intro there. Only other notable
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man. The only other notable thing, I don't know if you saw this, but the Twitter outrage, it wasn't actually Twitter outrage machine, the Today Show outrage machine. Did you see that Tom Brady video with him jumping off the cliff? I honestly didn't know that was a thing people were mad about until I saw the Today segment. I had no idea.
I saw the video and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that people were overreacting to it. And then I saw that